In plants, there is an additional layer called cell wall outside plasma membrane. It is a non-living covering which is made up of cellulose. Cellulose is a complex substance made up of glucose units, and that provides structural strength to the plants, support to the plants, and give rigidity to the cell. Next come to the functions of cell wall. As you know, at the time of endosmosis, when the outer medium is hypotonic, that water moves inside the cell swells up. So this is a plant cell swells up. So plasma membrane, it exerts pressure towards the cell wall, outer side, and on the other hand, the cell wall, the outer layer outside plasma membrane, that is cell wall, it exerts pressure towards plasma membrane and thus prevents the cell from bursting. So it permits the cells of plants, fungi and bacteria to withstand very dilute, that is hypotonic medium, without bursting. Next function is it has narrow pores or the pits, through which fine strands of cytoplasm called plasmodesmata are able to cross the cell wall. So through these fine pores, cytoplasmic strands, they form a bridge in between the cells, and that help to interact plant cells with each other through these plasmodesmata connections. I'll share an image with you. So just as endosmosis is there is a condition of exosmosis, outer medium is hypertonic. So at that time shrinkage or contraction of protoplasm occurs. So this is the cell wall, outer one, inner one is plasma membrane. The hypertonic solution is there, means water will move out. Exosmosis will occur. So when exosmosis will occur, water with this protoplasm will shrink away from the cell wall. So this condition is called as plasmolysis. Now the three basic features we were going through, first was plasma membrane, and the second basic feature that is present in all cells, plants or animal cells, that is nucleus. So nucleus, you already know that it is known as a control center of the cell. All the activities of the cell is governed by nucleus. It is also called as the brain of the cell. See this structure of nucleus. The outer membrane surrounding the nucleus, that is called nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane has nuclear pores. Then the nucleoplasm, the fluid inside is nucleoplasm, in which the chromatin material, chromatin network is there, and the dense body that is called as the nucleolus. So nuclear pores, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, nucleoplasm and chromatin network. Chromatin network is a network of which gets organized at the time of cell division into chromosomes. Chromosomes carry genes which help in transmit of characters from parents to offspring. Nucleoplasm contains nucleus and the chromatin material. Nucleolus is called as the factory of ribosomes, where it has no covering or membrane, and where they are made up of proteins and RNA, help in the synthesis of proteins. It is about 25% volume of nucleus is ribosomes. So it is about 25% volume of nucleus. So ribosome synthesis occur in the nucleus, which help in protein synthesis also. Then chromatin network is an entangled network of thread-like structures which condenses to form chromosomes at the time of cell division. Then chromosomes, these are help in inheriting characters from parents to children. So these are inheritance of features in the form of DNA. It is made up of DNA and proteins. The functional segments of DNA, they are called as the genes. The chromosomes carry genes which help in transmitting characters from parents to offsprings. Functions of nucleus are: it controls the chemical activities of the cell, controls cellular reproduction, dividing a cell into two. It helps at the time of cell division, controls all the metabolic activities of the cell, and transmission of hereditary characters from parents to offspring as it contains genes.